Hello guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video we'll be talking about the string in Python. So we've been using the string a whole lot in some of the codes we'll be writing, but we've actually not looked at the Python string literals and what they are, and both creating them and then making use of them. So today we'll be looking strictly into the Python strings. Let's see what it is and how to actually use it. So we've actually been using string a whole lot. Like for instance, I might want to um, create a variable of a string here. I will say a name and I'll say is equals to Felix. Okay, so this is a string. A string is a variable holding characters. Okay, it's a stream of characters putting together and it is surrounded by a quotation mark. So a string can be created with a quotation mark, a double quote, or a single quote. Any of them work. So I can say NNN, and I will create another string here. Let's say Ebuka. No, I'm using a single quote. All right, so these two works. It can actually be a double quote or a single quote. The two works comfortably as a string. So this is how to create a string. We've actually been doing this a whole lot in our code. So this is creating a single line string. I can create a multi-line string where I can actually write something like a statement or a letter. So to create a multi-line string, I can say mo string, that is multi-line string, is equals to, so I'm going to start with adding the double quote 3. I can say 1 2 3. I've added 3 double quotes, and where the string will end, I will add another 3 double quotes. So anything I type in between here is a multi-line string. Okay, so I can say this is a Python course. I like what I'm learning. Okay, so I will continue learning. Alright, so what I have here now is a multi-line string. If I say print and I pass this string, m string, and then trying to print it, you see that it printed the multi-line string exactly the way I passed it here, both with the indentation and the new line I created exactly as I wrote it here. That is how it's going to print it out here. So this is a multi-line string. This is just how the multi-line strings work. Okay, so this is just the simplest way you can actually create a string. Now you can actually also get the length of a string. If I have a string here, okay, like I created a name and it's Felix, I can get the index. The index means, sorry, I can get the length. The length means how many letters are inside here. So I can easily say print the length of name. Okay, and how many letters are in name will be printed out here, and how many letters is 5? So look at it, 1 2 3 4 5. So since I have this 5, I can still access each character using the index. This is index 0, index 1, index 2, index 3, index 4, just the way we did in the list. Okay, I can access each of them. I can say print name. I need the index 0. So the name index 0 will be F, and I will get F. If I say index 1, I will get the E. I will get the E. If I say index 2, I will get the L. So this is just the way you can actually access each character inside a string. So it's very simple. Okay. So these are the little things that we actually have in the string. Then you can also loop through a string. Looping through a string maybe printing the letters in it one after the other. So this is how you can do that. So if I want to loop through this string, maybe I'm looking for a particular character, though this is not the best way to actually do this if I want to look for a particular character, but let's say I want to loop through this string. So you can use the for statement. We are yet to learn the for statement, so we'll still learn it in the future. By then you understand what I'm actually trying to write here, but for now just follow me, okay? So you just say for any in name, okay? We'll just come here and say print n. So let's see what will happen here. Let's try to comment this out, comment this and this. Okay, this is the other print statement that is executing. So you see what it was able to print the Felix line by line. So I was able to look through this string, and when I get each character, I just print it on the console, just as easy as that. Okay, but when we get to the first statement, you'll be able to understand how what happens there happen. But for now, we are going to do what? Move ahead. All right. So when you have a particular string, you can be able to convert um this string now, everything we have here, maybe to uppercase or lowercase. This is applicable when you're actually storing a data. Maybe you want all the data you've received to be stored as a lowercase, so that when you want to access them, you know that you're accessing a lowercase, because the user can mutilate whatever he's typing, maybe typing both upper and lowercase. You must have seen it in some forms. After you fill the form, maybe when it wants to submit it, it now picks everything and converts it to uppercase, or it picks everything and converts it to lower case, so that it's actually storing a particular case in case it wants to search for that particular data that was stored. Because if you are searching an uppercase and a lowercase, you will not be getting the same result. Okay, so you need to convert either to uppercase or to lowercase. So to convert to uppercase or to lowercase, like I will still be using this variable I created here, name. So I want to convert everything here now to uppercase. So what I will do, I will use the function called upper. Okay, I will use the function called upper. It's a method inside the string. It's a method inside the string. So to convert it, what I will do is I will say name dot upper. So once I say name dot upper, this particular line of code will return a string of this that has been converted to uppercase. So I can just I can pick whatever that is returning by saying uname that is upper name is equals to name dot upper, and I can print this uname. So I can say print uname, and you see that everything we have inside the Felix is in uppercase. It's as simple, it's as easy as that. I can still convert it to lowercase, everything to be in lowercase. I will now use the function called lower. So I can say name is equals to name dot lower, name dot lower, and I can still print name. All right, so let's run this. I got everything in lower case. So this is how you can easily convert um, a particular string, everything to uppercase and everything to lowercase. All right, so you can still run a conversion, converting to kind of a sentence case. A sentence case is whereby when you have a string like this, I will define a string. Let me call it a line, and is equals to, I have this, I will say, okay, this is me typing. I would want to write a letter. Alright, so I have this string here. It's kind of long. So what I want is each word should start with a capital letter inside the string. I want when I get to each word, it should start with a capital letter. Each word should start with a capital letter. So how I can do that is by using another method called title. Okay, so I can easily say print line dot title. So what this method does is to pick this string, it loop through it, and each word it starts the first letter in the word with a capital letter. So let's run this. So you can actually see, so and this is just what it does. So um this is uh say this is converting the first letter in the word to a capital letter. So it's actually as simple as that. All right, so this is just the basics that you actually need to learn about the string. So there is there is something else I also want us to learn. So you can actually remember that when we actually want to print on the console, maybe joining two things together to form one string. So but let's say for instance now I have people's data. So I have something like a first name. I'll create another variable here. I'll have first name. Okay, first name is equals to, let's say, Felix. All right, so last name is equals to Ebuka, something like this. Okay, so I want to join these two strings, maybe to make one string. All right, I want to join these two strings together to make one string. So we can use what is called string concatenation. String concatenation is when you actually want to do what? Put two strings together and they will turn to one string. And string concatenation is done with the plus sign. It is done with the plus sign. So I can, let me comment all these ones out. Let me comment this out as well. Okay, so this is how string concatenation is done. So I can now say that this person's name now is equals to first name plus last name. So what I've done is when a string encounters the plus sign, so what it's going to do is going to place the second string after the first string. Okay, so this is what will actually happen here now. Name is equals to first name plus last name. So if I print this name, you will find out that these two strings has been concatenated together. They has been concatenated together. This is what we call string concatenation. So when you have multiple strings and you want to make them put them to one string, you use what is called string concatenation. String concatenation is done with the plus sign. Okay, so I can actually come here and add this space so that the name will actually have a meaning. You can see it here. So the name now has a meaning and it's readable because I have this space here. So this is string concatenation, putting two strings together. So we can do this for multiple number of strings and it will be able to concatenate it together. All right, then the last thing I also want to talk about is what we call formatted string. Okay, so earlier now we've done things like this. Let's say I will take my name, let's say my first name, my second name, and then my age, and I want to print on the console. So I've taken things like this. I can say name is equals to Felix Ibeamaka, and I will say age is equals to, I'll say 20. Then I will now want to print I will say my name is, and I'll now pass name, and I'll now pass name, and I'll now say um comma I am, I'll now pass my age, so I'll now say years old. Okay, so let's say I have something like this. Okay, so this is actually what we have been doing for now. Okay, we'll run this and I will print something like this for us. So, but to an extent, this is hard to sometimes decode for some persons, and it's not making the code look neat. And then you're only able to apply this on your print statement. What if I want to have this in a string? Maybe I want to pass it to somewhere. I want to transmit this data to another device. So how am I going to do that? You're going to use what we'll call the formatted string. So how does the formatted string work? The formatted string help us to join both the string and other data types like the int, the float, and join all of them into and form one string. Okay, so this is how the formatted string looks like. So let me just call this f string, which is formatted string. F string is equals to, so what I'm going to do here, to write a formatted string, you have to put f in front of the string before you add the um, double quote or the single quote. Before you have to add the quotation mark, you put f. So once it has seen this f, it knows that yes, this is a formatted string. Okay, then I'll start typing. I'll say my name is, now anywhere I want to pass an external variable, anywhere I want to pass a variable, I'm going to add the curly braces. I'm going to add the curly braces. That is where the variable will be. Okay, my name is, I want to pass this name here. So I can easily come inside this curly braces and pass that variable that I want to be there. So listen to what happened here now. This is a formatted string that will start with F and my quotation mark. So I'll say my name is, and anywhere I want to pass that name, I will add a curly braces, and inside that curly braces, I'll add the name of that variable I want to be inserted there. So I will put comma I am. I will now put a curly brace for my age, years old. So when I come here now, I'm going to now add my age, okay, which is age. So what this string will do now is to say my name is, once it comes to this curly brace, it will now look for the variable that is here, and it will pick that variable and insert it inside here. Likewise, this, it will pick the variable and insert it inside here. So we can actually print this and actually let's see what the outcome will look like. So I can say print f string. Alright, so then let me run my code. And you see what I got. My name is Felix Ibeamaka. I am 20 years old. Just exactly as we had it here. So this is what we'll call a formatted string. So you can actually use this a whole lot of time in your code to hold a particular string. So I might want to transmit this string to somebody or pass it to anywhere. I know I now have a single string and I can still print it out to actually see how it looks. So this is all the basics that you actually need to know about string. So if you have questions, I want you to arrange your questions and then get to the comment section. And if you like the video you're watching so far, subscribe to my YouTube channel because more video will be coming your way, and also like the video so that more persons can actually see it. Thank you for watching today's video. See you in the next video. Have a nice day.